Hello students, today we are back with another video on energy and environmental engineering. So, in our previous video, we have discussed renewable sources of energy, but topic for today is non-renewable sources of energy. To understand what are renewable sources of energy and the basics of energy, please go through my previous videos, which you can easily find on my channel. So here we will be discussing non-renewable sources of energy. What are non-renewable sources of energy? Sources of energy which can be exhausted, which are exhaustible, are called non-renewable sources of energy. Whereas earlier we have discussed renewable sources of energy. Renewable sources were those which can be renewed through a natural cycle, but non-renewable sources of energy are those which cannot be renewed. Hence, non-renewable sources of energy should be used very wisely. Moving further, what are fossil fuels? First, we need to understand what are fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are the main source of non-renewable sources of energy. Sources of energy which can't be renewed or recycled. So we have a very limited amount of fossil fuels in our environment. So first we need to understand what are fossil fuels. As we all know, and we have studied, that fossil fuels are formed by the dead of plants and animals. Basically what happens when plants and animals dead and decayed, decomposed underground, and various conditions and reactions take place, and the result is fossil fuel. Fossil fuel is basically the result of decomposition of decayed and dead of animals and plants under certain climatic conditions. Coal, oil and natural gas are the basic fossil fuels which we use today. So, although we are using different fossil fuels like coal, oil, petroleum, these all have become a very essential part of our life. But still, there are some harmful chemicals which emit from fossil fuels. Burning of fossil fuels can lead to the emission of many harmful products. As we all know, carbon dioxide, the greenhouse gas, is the main waste product of burning fossil fuel. Carbon dioxide is mainly responsible for the greenhouse effect, even the global warming. Today we see the temperature of the earth is rising day by day. This is because of the increased content of carbon in the environment. So, burning of the fossil fuel leads to the emission of carbon dioxide in the environment. Another harmful chemical is sulfur dioxide and nitric oxide. Sulfur is a gaseous pollutant and it contributes to acid rain and smoke. Acid rain is again a very hazardous thing which we can't bear. So sulfur dioxide is a toxic gas which is emitted by the burning of fossil fuels. Ashes. This waste solid is disposed of in landfill sites. So carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, ashes, these all are the byproducts which we get by the burning of fossil fuels. So although fossil fuels are needed like coal, oil and petroleum, but they should be used very wisely. First thing, they cannot be renewed. Second thing, they are the main reason of the pollution. They are contributing as a major pollutant to our environment. Moving further, another form of non-renewable source of energy is nuclear energy. Nuclear fuel is used to generate electricity. Unlike fossil, it does not burn. What happens in nuclear plant, reactions take place, like uranium, split into different atoms and releases huge amount of heat. This heat can be used to generate energy. So what happens in nuclear power plants and in nuclear fission, that the uranium atoms break and generate huge amount of energy. In nuclear power station, the heat released from nuclear fission reaction is used to change water into steam. What happens when the when the atom of uranium breaks, it releases huge amount of energy, and that heat is used to convert water into steam, and then steam can be used to turn the turbine, and which in turn can generate electricity with the help of a generator. So nuclear fuel or nuclear power plants are a major source which supply us energy, but they are non-renewable. And the process takes place by what? By the reaction of uranium. That is called nuclear fission. Now, what are the byproducts which are created by the nuclear power? There are different byproducts. First is plutonium. Plutonium is highly radioactive. Guys, radioactive elements are really toxic for us, and they should be controlled, otherwise they can cause severe damage to the living beings. Whereas radioactive elements are released where nuclear reactions happens. So one of them is plutonium, which is highly radioactive. Okay. However, plutonium is also used in the construction of nuclear bombs. So we can understand how harmful it is, and it's a major threat when it gets into the wrong hand. So nuclear fission or fusion process releases many harmful products, in which plutonium is one of them, and it's highly radioactive, so it should be used very wisely. Okay, moving further, how we can store. We all know various kind of radioactive elements are released as a waste, so we can dispose of these waste which are generated after reactions. We should find a way to make the situation stable. Okay, so radioactive waste can be turned into glass to help stabilize it and prevent leaks, or we can bury waste deep underground. What will happen when we bury the waste deep underground, whereas reactions take place which will not harm our environment?